Hello everyone, my name is Awaiskhan and I'm here to share my assignment of day 4 from Teknotrait. So let's begin with the assignment questions. And the first question is, what are the different algorithms on which load balancer works? Please explain at least 3 algorithms with example. At first, I could tell what is a load balancer. A load balancer is a machine or a software which helps a server for getting stuck or for being traffic or for being mess. I would say if a user or a people who want to access something from internet and they are requesting request they are if they are requesting to access something, these requests are transferred to a specific server through load balancer. Load balancer helps in avoiding traffic getting lagged. For example, I could say load balancer works as if there are a huge number of users and and they are requesting to access something. These all requests cannot be sent through server. If the request is sent, then the things might get messed up and we may get response like if there is a blank screen and we cannot access anything. So the load balancer will work as these load balancer will take the request and check how to like, and then the load balancer will forward the request to a server. Like if we have 3 servers and there are 6 users, then the load balancer will transfer each to request to 3 servers. Usually this helps in getting trafficked or being jumbled or getting messed. So this is a load balancer, and the 3 algorithm I want to explain is the first one is round robin. This algorithm, uh, this algorithm will process as if this algorithm process if the user requests anything to access, then it is transferred to the load balancer. Then the load balancer will transfer it to a specific server. Like if there are 3 servers and there are 6 users, each request is transferred to, like for example, as earlier example, each request is transferred to one server. This algorithm explains as each task takes a specific time and it is executed. If the first one is executed, then the second one will be executed in the same time or sometime. Then the third one will execute in the same time. Like the first one is sent to the first request is sent to server one, then the second is sent to server two, then the third request is sent to server three. Then again, if the fourth person comes, then the fourth request is sent to first server. Like these algorithm will classify or these acts as it will send the request. It will transfer the request to each server. In the graph, in the representation, I will show you the first one is sent to A server, second is sent to B, third one is sent to C server. You can check this. The fourth one is sent to A again, fifth one is sent to B, then the sixth one is sent to C again. Then the second algorithm is a least connection. Least connection acts as like this. If there are several users are want if the several users want to access something from internet, so these requests are taken from a load balancer. Then the load balancer will check which has a less number of users. Then it will transfer to the specific server to avoid trafficking, like to avoid mess and to avoid I would say lag. For example, I could tell if the client one is requesting, then it is sent to A. If the client 2 is requesting, then it is also sent to A. Third, it is also sent to A. If there are 6 servers and fourth and fifth is sent to B, then the sixth one is sent to C. If the seventh user comes, then the load balancer will check which server I need to pass to avoid trafficking. So it will send to C server, which has one number, as B has two and the C is one only. So the seventh will be sent to C. Then the further I would tell is hashing method algorithm. These algorithm acts as like a request is raised by user to access something. Then this is accepted and it is transferred to the load balancer. Then the load balancer, how it will be, then the load balancer, if there is a login page and if we enter username and password. Only we are knowing the password. Then the username and password is converted by hashing method, then which is unreadable. Then it is sent to load balancer. Then the load balancer will transfer it to a specific server. If for example I am logging in from India, then the hashing algorithm will work as this in Facebook. For example, Facebook we are giving a username and password we are giving. Then the hashing algorithm will convert our username and password to unreadable data. Then it is transferred to a server with a load balancer. The load balancer will transfer our request for logging in to, like if you want to access Facebook, then facebook.in it is transferred for India. If you want to access to, if you are in US and if you want to access Facebook, then this takes our data and it is converts like a application or a software. This the hashing method will convert our data to unreadable. Then it is transferred to load balancer. Then the load balancer will be sending the request to US. This is a pictorial representation like client load balancer. Hash value one is who I am from India, and the load balancer will send to hash value India only, which is one. If I am from US who want to access Facebook, then the hash value two is sent to the server, which is a US server. This load hashing method will be this follows as in which area we are. This load balancer will transfer to the specific area or nearest server area. Mention at least 5 different use cases where do you think cron job is set in the application you use day-to-day basis. Uh, First of all, I would tell a cron job. A cron job is a process or a task which notifies us, like this usually acts as a reminder. This gives a reminder automatically. It is an automated process where a developer writes the script, and if then the script is uploaded to the server. If this and there are certain specific conditions. If the conditions get true, then the reminder will execute. Like for example, we this will execute. For example, I could say in our daily life we use, for example, in Facebook we see there is a reminder of your photo 5 years ago. This notification is of cron job. For example, in Facebook we get this photo was 5 years ago, and this was around this much like. This was the highest likes in your profile, like this will be notified. And for example, in calendars also, in for example I could say we set reminders in um, reminders in Snapchat. In Snapchat, we see like there will be a photo. If a person is having birthday, then uh, his photo will be like cheering. So this is a cron job. And in Google also, it will be notified as if it is World Environment Day, then the Google logo will be changed to this greenery and all this. All if it is a Earth Day, then the Google will be showing us the globe symbol. Then in YouTube, it will be showing the trending list. Like for example, we have this is a trending in YouTube. Like in only 10 days, this has crossed 100 million views. Like we will be getting this is a cron job. First, I said it is a Facebook. We get reminder. Then we will be getting in Snapchat reminders. Then the third will be Google, which displays as a Earth Day or something if there is an event. Then the fourth one is YouTube. Then the fifth one I could say as if there will be a specific example, like if you see any clothing or any accessories or any t-shirts in some particular in some particular online shopping apps, then these that which you have seen, then these only will be displayed in Instagram or Facebook sometimes, such as ads. This is nothing but the cron job which we will be getting the reminder. Then the third question, create a document to explain New Relic dashboard with a screenshot, so that the video which you have watched, other people need not to watch it and understand what are the different things on New Relic dashboard and what is their use. So the new Relic dashboard contains the time picker, then the JVM, which is Java Virtual Machine, then the third is web transaction time, the fourth one is uptake score, the fifth is throughput, then the sixth is transaction, then the seventh is error rate, then eighth one is application activity, then the ninth one is host. So we will be going with the first one. For example, the first is time picker. This time picker is usually used to check the performance, like at what time, what has happened, and what will be the what is going on and what is happening, what is the response timing if someone is asking us access. So this time picker usually shows that at what time what has happened, and usually this is a record. In this also we can check, like for example we can see 30 minutes before or the 60 minutes before or 3 hours or 6 hours or 12 hours. We can check the later, or there is a we can check the earlier activity. Then we can select for custom date also. If you want to see any, like it is any on a specific date, then we can check what are the responses or what is the data, and what how the performance was going on. We can check on custom date also. Then the next is Java Virtual Machine. All the JVMs, like this JVM is nothing but like how many servers are how many servers which are running for our application, how many servers are running. So we can check in this JVM. There are 4 servers running for our application, and if you want to see each detail, like what is going on in each server, what is the response time. Like a response time is nothing but if we send a request and the request is transferred to a server, then the server replies us back, that is a response time. Like sending and receiving something, this is a response time. We can check. Then each and every detail of a specific server we can check. Then the web transaction time. Web transaction time is nothing but where we can see the each data, like what is happening, what is going on in our machine or a software, what is going on. JVM is nothing but the Java virtual machine which is running on our server. Like what is the machine, how it is running, how much time it is taking to run. And then the next one we have is a response time we have, and the web external. Web external is nothing but how much time. Web external is this thing, how much time it is, how much time it is usually we are sending the response, and how many time we are getting this. Web external is nothing but we are requesting to access. The response time is we are receiving, like if we are getting the answer. Then, if we want to check, these are the machine and requesting rates and all. If you want to check database response, we can go to here in a search. We can check for database, and then we can see the overview. JVM we have, and we have Redis and MySQL, which is a database, and it is a web action which we are requesting, and a response time, like in how many in how much time the application or a server is responding to us. We can check. If we click on Redis, if you want to check any specific, then we can click this all, and we can click on a particular. Like I have unchecked these all buttons, and only I have clicked on Redis. Redis is nothing but this is a temporary data, or it is we can't like it is a unused. For example, I could say it is a history where like how much time it is responding. Then after that I had clicked MySQL, then the database response time it is showing. Then after that I have clicked on web external and response time. This green is the request, then the response time, how much it is given. Then then all the transaction is shown here. Then we have Apex score. Apex score is nothing but if we usually this is a this 0.15 is the app, how many seconds the the application is responding to us. Is usually the application is responding 0.5. Then the browser, if we want to access, then the browser is responding us in 2.5. This is set by the admin. Usually the application will respond you to in 0.15 millisecond. Then in browser, this the application will in browser, this will respond you in 2.5 millisecond. Then we can check these responses also by clicking on each of them. Like I have clicked and taken taken a screenshot, like at what time, why this rate is high and all. And throughput is nothing but we will be getting we will be getting the answers like users, how many users are logging. There are like there are around 2000 2.28k users are logging per minute, so we are getting a high response. So here the graphical representation is shown. Throughput is nothing but how many users are being online. This will be noted, or this will be shown in accordance. Then the transaction, then these are the functionalities. Like for transaction, how many what is the timing to act, what is the timing for response. And then we have categories, then login HTML, then the index at what is the time it is set to respond. For login, we have 1.210 millisecond. If we want to log in, then this request is, then this is a response time. Like if you log in this, then we will be able to log in we wanted to log in this only, like 1.2 second we should be logged in. Then if we do not log in, then this if we log in late, then these late logins are shown here. Like usually this takes that 1.6 second least transaction, like little bit late transactions are shown here. 1.6 is there, 1.5 is there, 1.4 is there. Usually this take 1.2 milliseconds. In 1.2 we are able to log in, but due to some or other instances, some or other problems, we are logging in late. So these are the least transactions which are shown. Clicking on each of these, we may get that response time, like how much minutes or a millisecond our our application is responding to us. Then the error rate. Error rate is nothing but at what time error is occurring. This is shown in the error rate graph. Then the application activities. Application is nothing but what is the current progress going on, like how what anything work which is going on server, like, or people who are working. This will be displayed in the application activity. Any event is occurring, then this will be displayed in the event log. If you want any specific event, then we can click on filter. Then we can set up like critical violation events also. We can click multiple by selecting each, and if you want any specific, then we can click and check the events. Then the last one is host. These are the nothing but four servers which our application is or it is working. Then this is nothing but this shows like what is the uptake score of this server, first server or the zeroth server, one server, production docker, third, like four servers. This uptake score is shown, response time is shown, throughput, and error rate. These all are shown in detail. If you want to check for a specific server, then we can click on each and check. For example, here I have taken a screenshot, and this is a first host, a response time, throughput, what is the CPU usage, what is the memory. These all are displayed. And then the last question, list out different use case where we can use AWS Cloudwatch. This AWS Cloudwatch is nothing but a process where you can check what are your servers, or what is the work going on your servers, or an application or an instance, where you can set and create your own, like a dashboard. Like it is like a monitoring, or it is an we we are setting up a dashboard for one of our website. Like if there is a high rate or there is a server issue, then we can set up a CloudWatch for this use case. I could tell that if we have create any of instance, and if there is a something issue, then if we want to turn off that any of the instance, then if we turn off and by any chance, then we get notified as this instance is turned off, and we can create our own uh, for example, I could say our own dashboards in that, where we can check the records, see the records, and access the record what happened on this day and what were the data collected. For example, I could say mm, uh, if if I have a application for online shopping. If there is a sale and we are getting a huge number, then what are the users who are purchasing? What are the payments which are made, and what are how many clothes are packed, or how many it is delivered. Like all this, we may get the data. Yes, that's all about today. Thank you.